back, guys. In the last video we talked about the CMD, the command prompt for Windows, and some useful CMD commands and how you can use the CMD to run your Python program. And we also wrote a code using the CMD. Now we will be taking it up a notch, and we will be using the IDE, Integrated Development Environment, IDE. The Visual Studio Code is our preferred IDE for Python and for most programming language really, but like I said, it's personal preference. It will be important for you to use this so you can code along with me and understand what I'm teaching. So on the IDE Visual Studio Code, you can create a new file, right? Create a new file like this and just type the name of the file, type something on the file, for example using the print statement. So this print statement is actually used to output stuff. So another Python. So I'm just going to type another Python code right there. So print statement is used to output stuff, right? Stuff to your screen or to your console. Now you can see that it's all white because I have not saved this document. Okay, so when I save this document, notice what's gonna happen. So I'm just gonna click on file and save. All right, so when I click on file and save, and I'll just give it a name as my code and navigate to my desktop, and I want to save it directly on my desktop, so my code, and I'll choose the file I want to save it as. So you can see Python somewhere here, right? So this is Python, so I'm going to click on save. Now once you click on save, my code.py, you can see it right here, the color is going to change, so it's going to have some formatting for you and tell you that, oh, print is actually a Python reserved keyword. So that's why you have this color print, and inside here you have a string, another Python code. So how do you now run this code? There are two ways to run it, and my preferred way is to run it from the command prompt, guys. Run from the command prompt. Note that this IDE also gives you the opportunity to actually run this code right here on your IDE, right? So I'm just going to connect to the internet, and let's do this again and try and find this Python. Okay, so I'm just going to install that so we can actually run. So this is how you install you install extensions really on your Visual Studio Code. So we'll give it some time, it's going to install. But now while this is installing, let us run our code. Remember guys, this is our code. It just says print another Python code. So I'm going to fire up my command prompt once again, and you know how I do that. I press my Windows arrow key, CMD, and I hit enter. Okay, and then I will have to go into my desktop. So CD into desktop, CD into desktop, enter, and run my code. So I'm just going to say Python code, oh sorry, it's my code, not code, my code.py, and hit enter. And fair enough, you see another Python code. So you're already set and you're good to go in writing your Python programs. And let's do some more print statements, right? And see how we can just do this. So print this is Python programming. And notice I'm using double quotes. I'm enclosing my words or my sentences in double quotes. Now this is a string. This is called a string in Python, right? What else can I do? I can print numbers. So print, I can print numbers. I can say 45, that's a number, right? I can so you can install more extensions if you want, and I can also print maths. So I can print 4 plus 5, right? Sorry, that's not plus. 4 plus 5. Yeah, so you can print your name. Make sure you use double quotes or single quotes. So I'll use single quotes just to illustrate for you. And innocent. Okay, so I guess this is enough printing, and let us save this. Ctrl S would save this, and we save it and then we run it. So I was trying to explain to you that you can actually run this code directly on your Visual Studio Code by just simply clicking run, and you click on run with debugging. And yeah, fair enough. You see, did you see that? You can see you have another Python code. This is Python programming 45.9 innocent, and this is the result of this code right here being run directly on the IDE. But I still want you to do this instead. So do Python mycode.py and hit enter, and you still get the same output. So these are two ways of running your Python code. So thanks for watching, guys. In the next tutorial we'll talk about variables in Python and the use of variables and why you will need variables. So stay tuned, guys. I'll see you in the next tutorial. Bye.